What's going on, YouTube fam? Back with another video. Getting off work. Productive day. Getting this drive home. So decided I wanted to talk about RT turbo or pure turbo for your setup. So this is something I've been looking into past few weeks, like just thinking, what if I wanted to do a turbo upgrade, which route to take. So a couple things off the bat, like just making the decision on which turbo to go with. So a lot of people may not know, okay, so the RT version, RT2 turbo, that is considered, that this is from talking to them too, that's RT tuning directly, because I wanted to gather some information for myself. So their version 2 turbo is pretty much considered a stage 1 upgrade turbo for our platform, for the VR30 motor. So what that means is they only upgrade the compressor wheel, on the cold side. So the turbine wheel or exhaust wheel on the turbo is still the same. Pure, on the other hand, is considered a stage 2 because both wheels are upgraded on their setup. So you have upgraded compressor wheel and turbine exhaust wheel. So both wheels are upgraded. So just to get that out there, if you get a RT turbos are only considered like stage 1, whether it's the RT version 1, and they don't have the version 1 anymore because obviously they started making the RT version 2. So all it is the version 2 RT2 is just they made the compressor wheel a little bit bigger from talking to them and getting information from them on this. Now, and like I said, the pures are considered stage 2 because they have both the wheels upgraded. So now for which one you want. So pretty much like on pump gas, well, with the information I just provided you with the pures being stage 2 or considered stage 2 upgrade, you already know for big power the pure stage 2 are gonna make more power overall, especially when you're on ethanol. So the big differences, or just for your build or kind of power you want, I would say the RT version 2 might be better for you if you're like someone that's not really going for crazy power, want that stock like response from the turbo, but you have more more top end, so you're not falling off as much up top. The RT V2 is definitely for you. On ethanol you can make anywhere from like 5 plus wheel to 600 wheel, or maybe on the low, depending on the dyno. You never know, a car might read a little over 600 because of on ethanol, because all dynos read differently. But besides that, the RT is not gonna make as much power as the pure stage 2, but you will benefit from getting better drivability, just better response overall. So, and I mean 500 wheel, on a twin turbo car with this setup, small responsive turbo, anywhere from like 550 to 600 wheel, that thing is gonna be hauling. So I mean, it's just your power goals really. Now if you're someone too, if you're looking at it this way, like, okay, I want to do turbo upgrades, but I'm not going for all the power right now, but then I'm gonna need more power down the road, then yeah, you might want to do the pure stage 2, so you can keep the power low, and then the turbo is there for if you want to say go for like 650 plus wheel or whatever. And obviously you're gonna have to have the fueling behind that to attain those kind of powers. So yeah, for the big power, the pure 600 plus, 650 plus, or some cars you can even get up to 700, close to 700 wheels. So depending on your setup, and again, fueling is the key for that. So the Pure, it's obviously they're tunable. You can tune them, but like I said, you won't have that response that you'll get from the RT2 turbos, and yeah, just a little bit more laggy. And there's some tricks involved in, like, just tuning the Pure Stage 2 to get them, running right and stuff on like different fuels, versus 93 versus like 85. So, it's just something I was thinking about just for myself. So I was like doing some research, but then I said, let me kind of just share that information out there with somebody that maybe, trying to decide on, those turbos. Those are like what you'd call like factory frame, just upgraded wheels type turbo. Now when you're going to go full frame, you have also like the G series that like Bonnie and Clyde, they offer, and the G25 550, G25 660 I believe is what they're called. Those are like full big frame turbos though, when you want to you're really sending it and going for all the power. I mean, and personally, I feel like if you're not trying to go for over a 700 wheel plus, you don't even need to really touch those turbos anyway. Just probably go for the Pures. But I mean, in a nutshell, that's the big differences and what you wanna look for with those with the differences in the turbos. So those are the main things with the RT and Pure. So especially that I didn't know that because when I saw the RT version 2, I was thinking they did a complete like overall of the version 1, so it would be considered like a stage 2 or comparable to like a Pure stage 2. But it's not, what I'm saying? Like I said, they only upgraded the compressor wheel from their version 1, so they just made it a little bit bigger, obviously, so you can flow a little bit more air. So yeah, like I said, that turbo, I feel like it would be perfect, or for on ethanol, you want that mid 500 wheel to low 600 or high 600. High 500 wheel. I feel like the RT2 is the way to go. Like I've seen this car. I'm on the Dragy app, so there's this car that Q50 I see with RT V2. Like that thing is moving, doing like 10 threes in a quarter mile. So that's pretty good. And low sevens and high sixes, 60 to 130. So that goes to show that those turbos can do work. So again, it's just your preference and what you how much power you're really looking for. But yeah, if you're just someone that's trying to keep nice, reliable power, that's like not gonna stress the motor too much, the 500, 500 to low 500 to high 500 wheel RT on ethanol, RT2 might be the one you want. And then if you want to push further, 600 plus, closer to 700, then the Pure stage 2 is the way to go. So just as long as you're aware of that, and just know you're gonna sacrifice with some, like the spool with the Pure stage 2 versus the RT. But overall, the bigger power is gonna come from the Pure stage 2. So I mean, yeah, not to get too crazy into it. And then, like I said, if you're going for all out, just going crazy, then you go to full frame turbos, which are the G series and the Garrett G series, and yeah, you're pretty much sending in at that point. Testing the limits of those rods and all that. I feel like personally for me, if I went to one of those that set up like a G series turbo, I'll do built motor. There's a few cars. There's cars out there. I mean, Bonnie and Clyde, and they're set up. They're still running, you know, stop block with those G Series turbo, you know, pushing 800 wheels. So, well, what people got to realize though, like, those are shop cars. I mean, and so I mean, like, for you out there, you got to be realistic on stop block. You're not gonna want to like follow or try to do what yeah, you can if you have the money to, like, you know, whatever you got the money to play with like that, by all means you can blow some motors and throw another one in there and repeat. But yeah, for the everyday driver and stuff, yeah, you definitely wanna the pure, or not even, yeah, the pure turbos, or just keeping it on a power wise, just keeping it around 600, 650, pushing it for a couple spirited passes at the track. But yeah, not necessarily dailying it on that type of power level. So yeah, you know, when it comes to these car things, motors and stuff, man, you know, I know everybody get caught up with the numbers game and stuff, even myself too. But the only thing about it is I do my work myself. So I've said that a few times. So yeah, I can risk pushing the car. That's why I do that with the G. So I'm not having to take it to no shop and have them replace the motor and stuff like that if it blows up. So I can test the limit myself. So things like that, you know, you got to keep in mind, and because that's gonna become expensive real quick if you gotta send your car to a shop and have a motor replaced and all that stuff. So yeah. So yeah, could really, you know, consider those RT turbos, man, depending on your power goals and all. But that's the main, you know, just the main differences with them. RTs are, you know, even though it's a version 2, it's still considered a stage one turbo upgrade for the VR, and the Pures are definitely stage 2. And Pures don't even offer their stage 1 no more. So definitely, if you want to go stage 1, then the RTs are the way to go. So that's it, dude. That's it, guys. I mean, you kind of got a little bit 12 minutes, but yeah, I feel like it was informative. Somebody might find it useful. You already know we here, about to get Mambo back up and running in a few weeks. Next month, still have snow in the forecast here, so, and all that. And I've just got comfortable driving the Q52, so I'm not even rushing to mess with the G. But yeah, I'm missing it though, so definitely try to get that thing back up. So yeah, just a little informative video, feedback on some things that I'm just checking on and finding out. So I've decided to share it. So you already know, we're here. Stay tuned. Peace.